Thank you very much, Scott. And I guess it's both good and not as good to see as many of you here today as you are. I think it is, but I do want to take the opportunity to welcome everybody and to thank you for coming here this morning to talk about how small business can make a big impact and the forum associated with that. So, as I understand it, you've heard already from folks who can talk a little bit about surviving this fiscal crisis, as well as looking at ways to raise new money. And then the next panel is going to talk about starting a new business. So what I want to try and do is weave a little bit of all those themes together and talk about what the city's objectives are, what our priorities are, what are the initiatives that we have that are already underway, and ways that we can make these services available to all of you that are in the room, and then your friends and colleagues outside as well. You know, the headlines are full of news about the capital markets worldwide, about big businesses, about, you know, big failures, the giant failures in the financial services and the automobile industry, insurance industry, and other would make all the headlines in the big news. But, you know, for us here in New York, it's the small businesses that actually have the biggest impact. And given all that's going on in the economy these days, globally, nationally, but particularly here in New York City, I wanted to take this opportunity to establish with you what our key priorities are as it addresses the short term leading to the long term. Because as I've heard others say, the long term is really important to us, but if we don't get through the short term, we don't have to worry about the long term. So our focus first and foremost is to make sure we can do everything we can